It's Mindful Monday, sponsored by River City OCD. Today, we are talking about their approach to treatment. I am joined by Jessica Dowell. It is so great to catch up with you.
It's good to meet you.
Well, thank you so much for being here because a lot of times people don't know where to start with treatment for OCD. And so your approach really focuses on getting people back to living and not just reducing those symptoms. So why is that so important?
For a couple of reasons. A lot of folks will start to reduce the amount of valued living they're engaging in. So what that's referring to is the things that they enjoy, the things that they hold most important to them. OCD kind of takes hold of that and runs away with it, creating more and more standards or more rules of it has to look this way or it has to be this way or something bad's going to happen. So naturally, folks will recluse more and more, shying away from the things that they hold most dear. And a lot of times we'll wait until they feel better, and it's a rapid cycle that just kind of feeds into itself. So eventually what will happen is they're really not doing much that they find important or they find purpose or meaning in. And then, or whenever they do, they have a lot of anxiety or they have a lot of standards. Why that's important to go back to is you have to live with the anxiety and learn how to manage it. So that's why we implement that into the treatment as well.
Yeah, and it sounds so counterintuitive because to live with that uncertainty, so why does that really work?
To be honest, there's nothing that we are certain for anyway. So it's when we're talking about living with uncertainty, it's not any more uncertainty that we do every day anyway. So for example, if you're going through your routine and you're driving down the highway, you don't know for sure that you're going to get to work. You know about and have an approximate idea of what your day is going to be like, but you don't know for sure. So when we're talking about living with uncertainty, that's not any less than anybody else. It's just the OCD makes a rule of it has to be this way or you have to be certain. That doesn't exist anyway.
And so what does acting while anxious mean and why is that so important in recovery?
So doing things while you feel unpleasant emotions or doing things while you are feeling anxious allows you to learn how to manage it. So part of OCD is that you're doing things to reduce your anxiety, which kind of makes you not able to do hardly anything. And so learning how to manage the anxiety whenever it comes up is part of what getting back to that valued living looks like.
I mean, this can take over a person's life. And so if someone is struggling, what's the most important thing they need to know in order to recover?
One, they're not alone. A lot of folks kind of think that when they're having these thoughts that it means something about them. So you can have like religious OCD, or you can have contamination or ordering and arranging, even perfectionism kind of mixed in there as well. You're not alone. It is possible to recover. They are going to be able to get back to their life eventually with support, with help. And, you know, they're not the only one that's struggling with the same thing. OCD is a lot more common than we think. It just doesn't look like the stereotypical behaviors or things that we hear about in media with shows or movies and whatnot.
Yeah, and it doesn't matter the age either. Anyone could be struggling with this.
I've had folks come in who are in their 40s and 50s, and I've never known that it was actually OCD. This makes so much sense. So a lot of folks will struggle in private for decades even. It takes a while for even clinicians sometimes to register if it's not just a stereotypical like contamination concerns and things like that.
Well, that's why it's so important to get help when you need it. So thank you so much for having us out today.
Thank you.
Again, to learn more, just head over to their website, rivercityocd.com.